Welcome to Decentralized Application Development Part 2. In this part, we will be talking about another JavaScript library which is used in our web application, in our website, to call smart contracts. So basically the smart contract we can call with using this JavaScript library. So it's called Web3.js. If you can search Web3.js, and first thing is the API documentation. This is the Web3 JavaScript. You can read about it, but there are a lot of information and it is very easy that you can get overwhelmed. So if I can give quick overview, then just know that this is a JavaScript library. You can just first you have to initialize the library in the code and then just call their functions, and that's it. So that's what this is all about. So in practical, let's quickly go to a new file, and save this file as test.html. So this is our website, and there are two ways we can use this library. One is via using this script. In JavaScript you can just implement this Web3 library directly. Okay, that's one way. Another way is with using a Chrome extension called Metamask. I will talk about Metamask in a bit, but let's see for this one. So this is first I have used the now very simple, we can just implement this library. First we have to create an object. To create an object, we can do like this. This is a very, this copycat things. So to create this object, we have to initialize this one. This is if there is already a given provider available for Web3. If not, then it will take from this URL. This URL is from Infura, and Infura is giving the blockchain node information. So basically all this interaction with the node means a computer which runs on the blockchain. So to interact with the blockchain, we using this Infura API. I have already got that, but if you are curious, you can go to infura.io and you can get all the information what it is all about. But to avoid information overload, just understand that we have to use this URL. That's it. Now this is for Robston. Remember in our first part we talked that there are a couple of Ethereum network. So let's say Etherscan, and if you can go to Etherscan, there are a couple of networks. So as you can see, this is the mainnet, and these are the Robston, Cowan, Rinkibai. All these are testnet, and this is the mainnet. Mainnet means main blockchain, and these are the test blockchain. So as you can see in here, it's for the Robston. Here you can also put Rinkibai. That's not a problem, but we just leave it what it is already there. Okay. You can put any network, so that's not a problem, depending on where the smart contract is, because if you change the network, it will change the smart contract. Network, it changes completely different chain. So whichever smart contract is running on whichever blockchain, we have to use that test network. Assuming we are running on Robston, it will be the Robston. Okay. All right. So this is you have to just use it. Now if you can, let's say, check whether it's working or not. If you can console Infura, then it will be shown into the browser. You need to use XAMPP or some local server so that test.html. Okay, so just ignore this error. This is not for our script, it is coming from another plugin. But as you can see, I have console log and I can see the object. So yes, we got the object. Okay, so first thing we achieved first step, that we are getting the object. Once we have the object, we really can call all the functions of this API. Let's say you can go to accounts, and so this is the object, and we can create, call any functions, right? Let's say call this one eth.accounts.create. Okay, so let's see. We want to just output whatever happened, so we just can put just like this, object.eth.account.create. Let's see what happens. There you go. So I created an account. It just gave me an address. It gave me an address, a private key. Basically, this is the public key and private key. Now, if you don't know what the public key and private key is, the wallet. Basically, it's kind of a bank account number. So every wallet or every address in cryptocurrency has a public key, and the private key is corresponding to the public key. So I must keep this secure. Shouldn't display to anyone or don't reveal to anyone. And I can give this one or use this one public key to anywhere, and it is representing a particular wallet. So that's it. We can create any functions. Now there are a couple of, so as you can see here, there are how many: create private key to account, sign a transaction, recover this, wallet. If you can call this wallet, then it will show this type of output. If we call this like wallet create, then it will generate outputs like this. So basically, these are all these Web3 functions. So these are the functions for the accounts. So all these functions are for the accounts. These are the functions for the contracts. So we already talked earlier what the smart contract is. So basically, this is how we can call all other functions of smart contracts using Web3. We'll talk about this in upcoming videos, but just I want to show you that these are all the functions. These are the personal. It's also about the personal wallet. All these functions. We will be using this one also the most. These are the utility functions. So basically, we will be converting like numbers back and forth. Let's say this is a SHA-3. So we basically, if you call this function, right, then it will, if the input is 234, it will generate SHA-3 of SHA-3 hash of that string. Whatever we input, it will generate the SHA-3. So this is to generate that. This is another one is for the solidity SHA-3. So basically, this hash will be used in the smart contract. Remember, we told the smart contract is written on solidity. So this is for the solidity smart contract. Is hex, whether it will checks if a given string is a hex or not. So if we can input this one, it will output true. If it is like this, which is not hex, then it will output false. So it will check whether the string is hex or not. But is address. Address means, remember, we output the address. So it basically checks whether a particular given string is address or not. So I hope you got an idea what this is all about, right? We just can call all these kind of functions using the Web3 object, because we already have the Web3 object. So now we can call all these functions and do all kind of things we want to do. So these are the functions that utility functions, this needed while using in the decentralized applications. This is to convert hex to UTF-8. So let's say I have this hex string and I want to convert into this UTF-8, then I can call this function and can do this. So yep, that's it. So basically, these are the utility functions. these are the contract related, these are the account related, they are the personal. If you want to know what the difference is, you can Google it and it will show you what the account and personal has the difference. These are the web3.eth functions. So let's say these are the like function before that. So let's say for instance these are the web3eth.subscribe, web3eth.contract, but these are the web3.eth functions, like web3eth get accounts. So it will output all the necessary things which is needed, right? So these are all the functions we can call in our applications. In next video we'll be talking about, so we finished this. Now next we'll be talking about Metamask. Metamask is a Google Chrome extension, and it will also inject an object. So in case if you don't want to have the JavaScript library, then this Metamask extension injects the Web3 objects into the browser. So let's check that one out. First of all, what is Metamask? If you can Google it. It's a Google Chrome extension. It's also a Firefox extension as well. Okay, this is the official website, but don't worry about that, just an extension. So yeah, this is basically a wallet management application. So here I can manage my wallet, cryptocurrency wallet, especially Ethereum wallet. Here I can add into my Chrome, but I already have it, so it's showing remove. So if I can show you what the Metamask is, Metamask basically has all the information about my wallet. So this is my account address, these are all the transactions. I can deposit, I can send. Let's say I want to send us whatever to, let's say, this user. Then I can send asset Ether. Ether is the currency for Ethereum, so that's Ether. I also can send other tokens, but don't worry about that tokens at the moment. So let's say I wanna send, let's say, 1 Ether to this contact, and just I can next and I can just send. It's like a bank account transfer. So this is basically a token digital asset, or like wallet management system. Here I can change my network, like currently it's on Rinkyby, but I can send it to Robston. I can also keep a main network, Cowan, Goerli. Okay, I can also, these are my account 1, account 2, account 3, account 4. I can create new accounts. So this is basically what management system. If I can account 5, so see account 5 has been created and my wallet address is this. This is my wallet address and I have no Ether in the wallet. Okay, so I can import, export, and this is a wallet management system. Okay, so this is a Metamask. Now let's see how a Metamask injects an object into the browser. Very simple, they just inject it, that's it. They inject it, it's called console. Let's say I remove all those things for a moment, or just I'm commenting out so it does not conflict. So if I can click console log web3, it should show up. Because I have web3 Metamask already in there, so it will automatically output. See, I already have it. Got it. See, they already injected the web3 object. So these are all the things about. We can call all types of function here. Let's say these are ETH. Remember we talked about all these functions: get block, get account number, sign transaction, call. All this kind of function we can call just by using a Metamask. Alright. Okay. So in our decentralized application, there will be two scenarios. One, if user is accessing our application where the Metamask is there, and sometimes it is accessed in place where user does not have a Metamask, right? So for example, this is our application, right? This is our decentralized exchange application. This application works with Metamask. Yeah, it works with a Metamask, But sometimes user also opens this application in, let's say, in mobile devices where there is no MetaMask, or let's say user don't have MetaMask at all and they are opening in incognito or wherever. But in that case, we have to make an application which is compatible with both. So in here, we also created a small inner wallet management system. So now currently it's connected to MetaMask. So what happened, it took all the information, like this is my wallet address and this is the balance, it took from the MetaMask. So MetaMask has the same D19. Okay, it doesn't have that address. It took the previous one. It took the D19 because it was already there in it. So it took the account wallet and the balance of the wallet. So all information is taken from the MetaMask. Now we also have ability to where user can create a new account without MetaMask if user don't have MetaMask. So see, if I can click on that, it created me a new account, which is basically its account address and its private key. Remember we did that using a Web3 function. That's how we generated this data, and if you can see, it will be show up here. See, now it's based on EtherAuthority private key. It's not on MetaMask, based on private key. So there are two ways we can manage the application, either via user can create their own account and use with their own wallet and their own public and private key, or user can use a MetaMask. So we have to create an application which is compatible with both. Sometimes client only want MetaMask, client don't want this functionality, but we should know, or we should, in this application series we will be talking about that one. We'll talk about both of them because both of them needed. Sometimes client don't require, then it's okay. Alright, so this is MetaMask and this is how it will work. This is how it will inject an object, Web3 object, and we can just catch the object and then we can call all these Web3 functions. So thank you so much. This is the end of the video, and in next video we'll be talking about smart contract object, as well as how we can use a smart contract object and we can call the particular smart contract. So thank you so much and see you on part 3.